record. Okay. Hey, everybody. I know a lot of people are catching this recording, so if you are catching it, the replay, that is great. Tonight, we're just going to walk through the Ultimate Portion Fix, the new nutrition program. Hey, Shelby. That's launching for us coaches. It already launched on Monday, but for everyone else on the 18th of March. So I have like a little bit of a PowerPoint that I put together just because there's so much information around it. And I wanted to be sure that like coaches knew how they could best help people, like by getting their kit. And then if you're a client or someone who's wanting to do the Ultimate Portion Fix, how you can see how the resources your coaches have at their fingertips to help you better, because I know many of us are getting certified in it as well. Hey, Kayla. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share that and just walk you through. And then I know there's a couple of people on here who have used this nutrition plan, and I'm going to share their results as well. So then I can stop it. And if you guys want to, you can just share maybe a little bit of how you've made it work for you. And then if you have any questions, there is a chat button at the bottom. You can type them in, and I'll go back at the end and answer any questions. So we'll kind of just take care of it that way. So I'm just probably going to go ahead and mute everyone for now, though. That's okay. Okay. I am going to share my screen. And I don't know if I'm like allowed to do this, but there's a time during it where I'm going to actually open up my Beachbody On Demand and show you inside the program so that you can kind of see like what we're all talking about here. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I am Lindy Hazer. I am the founder of Team Game Changers, and I am one of the team leaders with Sarah and Dina that runs a group that we call Hustle and Heart. And we kind of team up to run these weekly calls for our teams. But tonight we've invited others on to talk about what is the Ultimate Portion Fix. So that is kind of where we're going tonight. So if you have been around the health and wellness scene for a while, or you've watched TV, you maybe have seen the infomercials of the 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme. And what this is the program that Autumn Calabrese, the super trainer, created, but it's updated. So this program is called the Ultimate Portion Fix. And really what it is turning from the days of counting calories, or if you were like me and you were a Weight Watcher person, counting points, to instead counting colors, these like silly little containers. And I'm going to talk to you tonight about how I have made these silly little things part of my lifestyle. And no, I don't use these to portion out my food 100% of the time, because I've learned through this program proper portion control. But are there times that I still use them? Most definitely. So it's just a way to like embrace clean eating, to eliminate the processed food from your diet. I know so many people are dealing with battling a sugar addiction. She's going to go a little bit deeper into that in this program. And then for me, this was the big thing for me, was getting my whole family to eat healthy. If it was something that I just did for 21 days to go on a diet, I would have lost some weight. But what would have happened would have been like every other thing I had tried, I would gain it back because it was just a short-term fix. Whereas this was actually a lifestyle that I could use with my whole family. So she's really going to dive into how to use it with your family, and there is a module on that. And then if you are someone who works out with this Ultimate Portion Fix, it is optional. But if you are working out, she's going to teach you in this how to best eat for your performance as well. So that's just a little bit about what it is. Okay, so let's talk about some results. So the picture on the left is me in 2014. I am totally guilty of not having a good before picture because I was too embarrassed and ashamed to take one. And quite frankly, I had a 3-month-old. I was probably just busy and I didn't make it a priority, and I would have been not at the point in my life where I was comfortable even having my husband do that for me like we do weekly now. But that was a picture that a student, I actually had to crop. That's why I only have one arm. I took it on the first day of school with a student. And then they use that like as a Christmas gift label on apple pie filling. Like, thanks. That's a great gift. That's really what I needed, right? And that I didn't have any pictures of myself where it was my full body. I hid behind my kids. I hid behind my husband. I hid behind trees and pictures because I was so uncomfortable. I don't know how much I weighed. I know I weighed over 200 pounds because that's what I was when I went in 6 weeks after having Holden. I weighed more then than when I delivered, which was kind of my wake-up call. And I for sure wore size 16 clothes. The only nutrition I have used in the last 4.5 years is the 21 Day Fix nutrition. And I probably stuck with it because we made it a lifestyle. That's my husband, Tyler, on the right. I started in October of 14. He started in January of 15. And you can see his before, whereas that's my total transformation on the left. His is just 21 days. He doesn't look like that anymore. He went on to lose like 70 pounds total. But he lost 21 pounds in 21 days using the 21 Day Fix. And there's just like our family transformation. The part to me that I try to teach my clients that yes, this is a lifestyle. Yes, this is something you can do with your family because this is something we've sustained for 4.5 years. We've kept the weight off, just eating like this 80% of the time. Sometimes we're a little bit more dialed in. Sometimes we're a little bit more lax, but this is also how we feed those little boys of ours. I don't cook separate meals. We just all eat the same thing, and they're learning how to eat healthy right along with us. And Autumn really dives into that in this program. So I really like that. Kelsey's on the call here. I saw her post these results today and I'm like, can I share those? I believe she said, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Kelsey, you've kept 75 pounds off for 4 years?
That is correct.
And pretty much just using 21 Day Fix nutrition, correct?
Yep. And I will say that I purchased 21 Day Fix and I remember panicking when I was messaging my initial coach of like, what do I say, when I really just should have answered the questions honestly. I just really wanted to lose weight. Like you, I don't have a good before picture. This actually came up in my time hop in my deleted photos from a while ago, so I could recover it from there, and this is the closest and best before picture that I have. So initially I started off with just doing the workouts because the containers were too much. When you go from eating convenience foods, living by yourself, trying to figure out containers with this much motivation to do so wasn't easy. And so finally I dove headfirst in and obviously saw major results with fitness and nutrition.
Awesome. Yeah, it's such a good transformation. And I have a little bit of a similar situation with Kelsey with the containers. When my box came in the mail, and this is just a spare set I have here, so it's not unwrapped. I have 3 sets up in the kitchen. But when I saw the yellow container, which is like the carb container, the starch container, I literally like physically cried. Like my life was only filled with things like cereal and ice cream and bread, and I had no clue how I was going to cram everything I wanted to eat into that yellow container. And I thought it was never going to be enough food. And then during the first week, I couldn't even eat it all because I started actually fueling my body with foods that were dense in nutrition, and I didn't need as much food as I thought, and it was hard to eat it all. Now, are there certainly days where I could eat more? For sure. But that's when I kind of learned to stop and ask myself, like, Lindy, are you really hungry, or do you just think you're hungry? Are you bored? Are you emotional? Whatever. So, and then Megan, I don't think, is she on? I don't think she is. This is Megan's. Again, I don't think this is her total transformation. She just posted that a couple of weeks ago. But I think she said she's not sure exactly, but she thought 15 to 20 pounds in 4 to 5 rounds of the 21 Day Fix. So those are just some people on our team sharing their 21 Day Fix transformation. And then, of course, there's people who have gone through this actual ultimate Portion Fix nutrition program. And these are some of the test group results that have been achieved. So I wanted to include those in there. While all the results you saw before were just people using the I guess the old school, the original 21-day fix nutrition, but these would actually be test group results that I am sharing here. Okay, so who is this for? The pictures you saw were people who have been through the 21-day fix nutrition. So obviously, if this is a program you've done in the past, you can for sure use this updated information. But just anyone who's struggling with their nutrition, which I would say is most of the population, has some probably issue with their nutrition. Also, people are looking to get their family on board. Like I mentioned, if I hadn't gotten my family on board, I probably would have went back to old habits because it was too hard. So we're going to talk about a couple of different ways to meal prep. I'm not someone who is going to make a ton of quinoa, a ton of vegetables, and a ton of chicken breasts and eat that all week because I would get bored and my family would want to order pizza. So I've had to find ways to make things like lasagna and spaghetti and tacos and chicken taco soup like we had tonight that they will enjoy, that also would be considered fix approved, but I can figure out or I can find a recipe for the container count. So that's how I eat. The other way isn't wrong. For me, it's not just sustainable. It's for people who want to lose weight, but they need like some more structure. People who love food but don't want to be on a diet. For me, I've gone on lots of diets and I always fail at them because they're super restrictive. And when you're told you can't have something, I don't know about you, but all I do is I want it. People trying to, like I said, break that sugar addiction or that sugar habit. People who emotionally eat, Autumn's going to dive more into that in this program. And then obviously those of us who have already used the portion control program. Something very cool that I think got me excited about this at first is for anyone who gets the Ultimate Portion Fix, you're gaining access to the live stream workouts of the 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme with Autumn Calabrese, the super trainer who created this program. So what that means is come April 1st, she's starting one round of the 21-day fix. There will be a specific time of day that she does a live workout that you will have access to. They're similar to the 21-day fix. The first week is pretty much exactly like the DVDs if you've done those 7. And then from there in weeks 2 and 3, she does mix it up and vary it. So you would have access to that from April 1st to April 21st. Then there's a week off. Of course, you don't stop the Ultimate Portion Fix nutrition because that's a lifestyle. You continue that. But then on April 29th, I believe is the date, we would start the 21-day fix extreme, which is another 21 days, but there's just a little bit more plyometrics. The workouts are a little harder, and the nutrition is a little bit more dialed in. And so people who buy the Ultimate Portion Fix are the only people who have access to these workouts ahead of time. So that's a little bit different than anything in the past, and I think something that's going to be very cool. Also, like if it happens to be like she lives, I think, in California, so if it's a Pacific time that doesn't work for you, you can also like do like the replay of the workout. So that's an option too. Okay, I just wanted to add this in here because I know we have coaches and clients on, but if you're a client who's working with me, I know for sure Sarah, Kelsey, I don't know if you did the certification. Okay. There is a certification option. So someone within your team or your coach's team will be certified in this program. And so that means we have like extra videos and extra coursework to go through to be able to dive deeper into it with you. And at this point, it also comes at a really discounted rate. And then with it, you're added to a 30-day master series trial. It's nothing you would need to continue, but it's just continued education from Autumn. Okay, information on the dates, we kind of already covered it. I know a lot of people on this call already did order their information because they are coaches. You don't have to wait till the 18th to order because anyone can become a coach. there is a 25% discount. You're under no obligation and to ever coach anyone. If you live in North Dakota and are a North Dakota resident, there's no like monthly charge. There's no monthly amount of stuff you need to order. You're not locked into anything. It's just a good discount. But if you are a client and wanting to wait for that, you will have access on March 18th. But like I said, anyone who wants to become a coach now can have access to that. And the minute I ordered, I went into my Beachbody On Demand and I had all the videos and resources there. I'm just waiting for the physical materials in the mail. Okay, I have no idea why that looks weird. Sorry. Okay, my kids must have been messing around with my computer. I don't know how long, but for sure all of March, the packs are on sale for $20 off and just the kits are $10 off. So we'll walk through a little bit about that in the kits here in a bit. So basically what it is everything you see here, and that's when I'm going to open up my Beachbody On Demand and actually show you some of the videos and show you how many resources you actually get with it. So this is like your base kit. It comes with everything you see here. So there's 30 step-by-step videos with Autumn. There's a workbook. There's a logbook because we know when we track something, it expands and we improve and get better on it. You're going to get a set of the containers. You're going to get the new Fixate cookbook. So if you've used the Fixate Volume 1 cookbook, you're going to get new recipes. You have access to the Fixate cooking show. Here's that portion that's bringing in the family, 75 healthy lunches for kids. And then you have access to the nutrition tracking app. And then obviously into the live stream workouts. So before I walk through the kits with you, I want to maybe show you inside my Beachbody On Demand. Okay, so inside Beachbody On Demand, you can choose the workouts or you can just choose the nutrition. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the nutrition app. And I'm going to click on the Ultimate Portion Fix because I already have access to this program. I purchased it on Monday. And in there, there's two tabs. There's the video tab and the resources tab. When I go ahead and click on videos, I see two Getting Started Right videos. They're very short. And then I see 7 modules. When you toggle under each module, several videos will come up. So module 1 is just foundation. And there you can see an introduction, why portion control, what is balanced macronutrients, talking about food addiction, and then what's your why. A lot of times why people don't succeed in a lifestyle change is they maybe just want to lose weight for a reunion or an upcoming wedding and then or a vacation. And then when that event comes and goes, they've lost their motivation because they didn't have something deeper and more meaningful that was keeping them motivated. So we're going to go into that. And then the modules continue. Pick your path. And you can see 4 videos. Going deeper into the containers, like what if you're a vegetarian? What if you're vegan? Everyone is always asking a ton of questions on what's considered freebie, what don't I need to count, what substitutions work. Module 4 is meal prepping. So talking about shopping the grocery store, different ways to meal plan, different ways to meal prep. So here is meal prep for 5-day. That would be what I do. Like I make meals for 5 days for my family and then we eat leftovers. And then the other way I suggested to you with like making a batch of quinoa, making a batch of vegetables, making a bunch of chicken, that is Autumn style. So she's going to walk you through both ways. Then there's a whole module on the Ultimate Portion Fix and the family. And there's actually resources where you can do some of this with your kids if you are a parent, or how you can incorporate them in the grocery store. And then how to make it that lifestyle. There's special days, there's eating out, there's holidays, there's birthday parties. There's going to be times where you're going to eat fast food. And then finally, a fix for every situation. What do you do if you're pre or postnatal? What if you're breastfeeding? What about Beachbody supplements? And then there's additional resources which talk about like kind of cleaning up your pantry and cleaning up your fridge. So in total, there are 38 videos, but that doesn't need to be overwhelming, because if you click on resources, we're going to walk you through all this. And one of the things that's great is there's a calendar. So Kelsey said she's already done, like, I think she said like 6 of the videos. Kelsey, are you following this calendar? Or are you just going in order?
I am trying. I followed the calendar until yesterday. So I made it 2 days.
That's funny. So it is outlined like what you can do and what kind of goes together. Kelsey doesn't necessarily need to do this. She's been through some of it. But we're going to walk you through that in our wellness community. So it's not just like, oh, here's 30 videos, go to town. We'll be there to link arms with you and support you along the way and answer any questions that you have. So that's under the resources, and that is just one of the many resources. And I suppose now my internet's going to be funky. There is a PDF version of the workbook that you actually get in the kit. There's a PDF version of the logbook that you get in the kit. And then under each module, there is like a worksheet or a resource that goes with each of the videos that I showed you. So what I'm showing you here is just the web resources. You're also going to get in the mail a box of resources. Okay. So that's the kit. That's what it looks like on Beachbody On Demand. Let's talk packages. So your first package is everything that you see there. It's going to have your Ultimate Portion Fix Kit that I just walked you through. This one has Energize and Recover as opposed to Shakeology. So that is your pre and post workout supplement if that is your focus. And then it has this meal prep tote. This is like more than just a lunchbox. It's like a tote that has 2 huge meal prep containers and 2 ice packs. And I wish my kit would have come so I could have showed it to you. And then also a year access to streaming of Beachbody On Demand. That is on sale right now for $245. It will be regularly $265, and I believe I think the price savings when you bundle everything together, I can't see the bottom of my screen, but I think it's like $150 savings if you wanted to go that route. That would be kind of like the Cadillac of kits. It would have you all the tools for a whole year. This I don't know. Sorry, my computer's being funky. That same kit is available here with Shakeology in place of the performance line for that same amount. The next kit that a lot of people are getting started with, because they probably already have Beachbody On Demand with the workouts, or they're not ready to work out at this time. Like if you're just coming off an injury, if you know you can't handle workouts yet, you would have that whole Ultimate Portion Fix Kit plus your first month of Shakeology. That is on special right now for $160. For the launch price, the regular price would be $180. And it seems like it's always a better value. Kind of the more things that you can bundle together, the better your savings is. The next kit is the kit for coaches that includes the certification. So this is the kit that I got because it had the reduced price certification. So even if you're someone who is a client right now, you just want to dive a little bit deeper into it, you would have access to more resources with this. And with all of these kits is that that free bonus of doing the live stream workouts with Autumn come April 1st and April 29th. Okay, we kind of went over that option. I feel like I'm missing something. Sorry. I seriously think my kids are on my computer. Why? Thank you guys for being patient. Okay, I'm just gonna not show you in full screen. Okay, if you're someone who already has Beachbody On Demand, if you're someone who already has your Shakeology, there is the kit with just the Ultimate Portion Fix. It is regularly $119. So it'd be everything I walked you through, just not the Shakeology, just not the performance line, just not the workouts. It's on sale for $109, but the coach price on that one is $81.75. The other ones don't have a coach price because they're what are called challenge packs. So when everything's bundled together, you're already getting a huge saving. You don't get the 25% off. But if you're someone who already has Beachbody On Demand and it's about to renew soon, it might be a good idea to go with the option that includes Beachbody On Demand, and your coach can help walk you through that. Or if you're someone who already gets the performance line and Shakeology, you can go ahead and cancel that old order and replace it with this. That's why I did that, because it gave me a really reduced bag of Shakeology. And you can just do an online chat or call to cancel that so you can get the cheaper bundle. Okay. So let's say you are someone who you like the idea of this lifestyle change. You like the idea of not having to stop and start something. You like the idea of having it be something you can do with your family. What do we offer for you as a coach working with one of us? So what we offer are what are called wellness communities. Some people use Facebook groups. Some people use the Beachbody My Challenge Tracker app. That's what I use, but it's a place for daily check-ins, daily challenges. It's a place where extra resources your coach posts, like meal plans, recipes, and grocery lists. I know on my team, all of our meal plans are written for the 21-day fix, and they're written like I would feed my family. So like those things I mentioned, like spaghetti and lasagna and tomato soup, that are all fix approved, and they come with recipes and grocery lists, so that reduces your planning time on your part. And then in there, you're just surrounded with a ton of like-minded people, so you have that accountability and support, people checking in on you, people cheering you on. And then we always have a portion of our community that's focusing on developing our mindset, which is why this program, the Ultimate Portion Fix, dives in a little bit deeper than the 21-day fix, because Autumn found people are like, oh, I did 5 rounds of the 21-day fix and now I'm done. This isn't just 21 days. It isn't just 42 days. I went balls to the wall my first 42 days. I didn't cheat. I followed the plan. I didn't go one container off because I needed some success, because I had failed over and over again. And I knew if it was going to be something I needed to stick with, I needed to see some results, because for me, results would be motivating. And it worked. In 42 days, I lost 18 pounds. I went down several sizes. And the reason I know that is Labor Day. I just went shopping. I bought all this new school clothes to teach in on Labor Day. And like a month and a half later, I couldn't wear any of it because they were all way too big. So that was a good problem to have. But I knew if I saw some results and stuck with something, it could be something that could turn into more for me. And when I stuck with it, my husband, I changed myself first. He saw then that he needed to change, and it was just the domino effect my whole family needed. And so that's why mindset is so important. If you don't address why you fell into these habits in the first place, you're eventually going to go back to them. So we do recommend for everyone some sort of mindset development, and we will help you with that. And so kind of to dive into what's next, you would just need to commit by the end of March. Obviously, the sooner the better, because our first full 21 days is going to start on April 1st, but our prep is going to start right away on March 18th. We're going to start walking you through those videos so you can have a couple of weeks under your belt before, if you're someone who's adding the workouts in, before you start tracking your nutrition and starting the workouts. You need to have some knowledge, and we're going to spend those first 2 weeks from March 18th to March 31st doing that. So you want to commit by then, because you need to have access to those workouts before they start on April 1st. And you can just contact the coach who invited you. You'll discuss what goals you have. She'll make a recommendation about what would be the best fit for you for your goals, whether you just want to work on nutrition, whether you're going to work on nutrition and fitness, what supplements might help you on your journey. And then we'll just do this together. We're not someone who's just on the side telling you, yep, you go do this. We're actually doing it with you. We're in the trenches. We're following this nutrition plan, and we'll be learning the new things right alongside you. And for all of us, you saw those pictures. We changed our portions, and it helped be one of the things that helped change our lives. And that's why these silly little containers work. And I've had people ask me like, oh my gosh, do you take these out to eat with you? No, you don't have to, because you learn what is proper portioning, and what kind of changes you can make when you're at a church supper like tonight, or when you're at someone's birthday party, or it's a holiday. And we're going to give you those tips and tricks inside our wellness community. So that is a little bit about the Ultimate Portion Fix. I'm going to stop my share. Do you guys have questions? You can unmute yourself or type it. I don't know if it helped to see like inside what the actual videos looked like. Okay.
That was really good. Just really kind of gave a lot of information. One question I have, I'm not sure if we'll start getting some of these questions or if you've encountered them yet. I did see something out there. I'll have to look for it again, but like the comparison when people start saying, well, what's the difference between the 2B Mindset versus this program, since they're so kind of close?
I did have a slide on that. I don't know. Let me try to jump back to it. Okay, Lisette.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing that up. I was planning on. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so for those of you who don't know this, as Beachbody coaches, we have access to 2 different nutritions. Before it was the Portion Fix nutrition, and then 2B Mindset came out last spring. So this is a little chart that's comparing the two, the Ultimate Portion Fix on the left and 2B Mindset on the right. So I have done 2B Mindset. I wasn't personally very successful because for me, it doesn't have enough structure. Everyone on this call who knows me knows I am the structure queen. And so like the containers give me the structure I need. I know that I need to eat 4 proteins a day, and I know I need to eat 2 fruits a day. And even if I'm not using the containers for every single meal, I can tally it in my head, I can tally it on the app, and I just know. Whereas 2B Mindset, it's flexible. You're just trying to visualize that what each plate should be. There's really no set amount of food you're supposed to eat. It's just different percentages of a plate should be fiber-filled carbs or your vegetables or your healthy fats. The Portion Fix would be more like rule-based, whereas 2B Mindset is more on your mindset and you controlling it. The Ultimate Portion Fix is based on the calories and macronutrients, whereas To Be Mindset is just more on like behavioral guidelines. So in the beginning, I always recommended for my clients who said they were an emotional eater that To Be Mindset would be the thing for them. But I personally have trouble coaching people through it because I'm not good at it. I don't have a gallbladder, and so I can't personally handle the amount of vegetables I need to eat to get full. Like I know Sarah loves To Be Mindset, but I need more structure than Sarah. So I don't know if that chart kind of helps. But I really like how with Ultimate Portion Fix now, Autumn is diving into things like emotional eating, because I am an emotional eater. When I heard about To Be Mindset, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a thing for me. It's going to be so amazing. I don't have to count anything anymore. And I'm like, wait, you still just can't go like balls to the wall. There's still things to follow, but I think you just need to be more disciplined up here. And honestly, that's not me. I just need to know what I need to know, and then I'll do it. I'm a rule follower, but that's me. So I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because I guess, depending on the individual, someone may really be, I'm looking for weight loss and I really need that structure. I need to know exactly, just tell me what I need to eat, when I need to eat it, and what I need to eat. And, and then others may just be like, okay, they just want to do maintenance and they just want to have an overall better eating habits.
Yeah.
So that might be a way to, go.
For me personally, it was hard for me to feed my family in To Be Mindset because I just cook for the whole family. We all eat the same thing. But all of a sudden, I wasn't eating a carb at supper anymore. But I was making one for them, so then I was like, well, they have a sweet potato. I want a sweet potato. Why can't I have a sweet potato? Oh, because I had one at lunch, So for me, that just didn't work for me and my family. It's a great program. I've seen great results for it. I just personally need the structure.
Good. Now, another question. Now, the bag, is that also sold individually?
Okay. Yeah. And I just got access to a graphic like that today. So I got the kit for $199. So that came with all of the Ultimate Portion Fix things, a bag of Shakeology, and the certification. So it's discounted. But I was like, when I got to the checkout, I'm like, shoot, I wanted a bag because last year when I was traveling for NLC, I'm like, all the coaches were walking around with these meal prep bags. I'm like, I need one of those. But I went to order one and they're super expensive. But when you put them in your cart and go to check out, there is an add-on option for the bag.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is a new thing, but if you're a new client who's ordering as well, they offer you a lot of products at checkout for 20% off. So if you see like your coach drinking their Go Juice or their Energizer, their Unicorn powder, and you're like, what is that they're drinking? I want that too. When you check out, you will have access to getting it for like 20% off. So it's a great deal to try it. I believe the same thing with the snack bars. So if you are wanting to try some different things when you order your Ultimate Portion Fix, you will have access to do that like at a reduced rate. And one of the things is that meal prep bag.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I'm going to be mad tomorrow if I go to get the mail and my kit was here and I just missed it because we live in a really tiny town. So our post office closes at noon and I was subbing today, so I couldn't get there. I mean, I would be super surprised if it was here in 2 days because we have a really hard time getting mail in a timely manner here. But I know my To Be Mindset came like within 3 or 4 days. I would have loved to like show it all to you here, but I will, when it comes, I'll unbox it on Instagram or something so you guys can all see it. But I'm excited. I don't know, Kelsey and I were talking the other day about like, have you started the videos? And the rule follower in me, I didn't want to, and I'm also like to have like the actual book. It's hard for me to like do digital, even though like I am techie. I'm a highlighter. I like to write. And I'm like, I don't want to print off all those sheets when I know I'm going to get everything with my kids. So I haven't started yet other than preparing for this call. and like peeking into the modules, but I haven't started any of the videos yet.
Are some of the videos pulled from the Fix8?
What was that? Like,
some of the videos, are they pulled in from the Fix8 show? Like,
I think the only ones that are like the same as like maybe the pantry raid
pantry and stuff like that. Okay.
and the 2 different meal prep ones are the only ones I ever saw on Fix8.
And now, do they connect the Fix8 to that a nutritional tab as well?
Yep, that is
so you have
already
them on
there.
both sides.
Yep.
Okay.
On the nutritional tab, there's the Ultimate Portion Fix, there is 2B Mindset, Fix8, and then the Shakeology channel. Okay. Yeah, I know we have a couple of clients on the call, so I'll just quick show that. So on the nutritional tab, you would only see the programs you have. So for some people that might just be Ultimate Portion Fix, but if you scroll down, like there's my certification, but also here's the channel. So Fix8 is a cooking show that the trainer Autumn does with her brother Bobby. And there are videos, if my internet, there. Okay, so yep, there is some foundational videos. So I can see a couple of them are the same. But then if you scroll down, there are recipes for everything. Breakfast, your entrees, your snacks, your salads, your salad dressings. And you can actually watch the show. My 4-year-old loves watching Fix8. It's just like watching the Food Network. And then if you click on resources, you have access to the cookbook. And so this is when I sit down to talk with my clients and getting them set up. This is what I show them because most of my clients are busy moms like me. So they're going to meal prep probably like I am. And so I ask them, what's your family's favorite meal? And they tell me, like tacos. And I'm like, okay, here's this chicken tinga taco recipe. Here's a turkey taco recipe. Here's an enchilada recipe. And so when you click on those, then you have access to the cookbook page and it tells you your container count. So you're able to eat Fix Nutrition, but cook for your family. So you'll have access to cookbook 1 and 2, if that helps.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's such a cool resource. I don't know, we use that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other Ultimate Portion Fix questions? Okay. Well, I think I'll stop the recording so that part of the call can just be